hard to imagine. It's only 2 weeks away, approximately, from this election. Trump needs to win, okay? If he doesn't, it's going to be, who knows? I mean, Kamala Harris is arguably the worst, possibly even worse. She is worse than Hillary. I will say that. She is worse than Hillary, because at least Hillary was intelligent. She was evil, malicious, conniving, but at least intelligent. Like, we have someone here who is running against what could be the greatest presidency in the history of our country, because this time he has a lot more mainstream support, okay? A lot more. But he is running against someone who literally is an imbecile. It's amazing that she's even the candidate. Even individuals in her own party we're talking about how she was a terrible vice president. She didn't get anything done. She was completely incompetent. And now they're like, oh, she's like God's gift to the Democratic Party. It's so amazing. Oh my God, Kamala, however the hell you say it. Trump needs to win. If Trump doesn't win, it's going to be economic disaster at the minimum, possibly nuclear war. Who knows what it could be? This is life or death. And one place that I know I've seen, when I'm going to share here today, a lot of positive, factual, funny as hell, and inspirational, really, TikToks about the election, about Trump. Watch these. They're awesome. I put together a compilation here of some great ones that you're going to enjoy. And thank you, by the way. I'm almost at 60,000 subscribers, which I can't believe. I know I haven't made a lot of videos, but if he wins, God willing, if somehow he beats the deep state, he beats the swamp, and he somehow wins, I will make, this is my forte, election night reaction videos. That's what I'm best at. The best election night reaction videos from 2016 are here on this channel, and I will make awesome ones, I promise, if he wins, God willing. So please subscribe, and let's pray. That's all we can do at this point. Watch these TikToks, and you know what? Everyone talks trash about China, but you know what? This is where a lot of the real facts and news has been gleaned from during this whole campaign, is from TikTok, believe it or not. So thank you, China, for TikTok, because it's helped Trump by exposing a lot of things that the media either doesn't cover, or they warp or twist or whatever. So here's a bunch of good ones. Some of them are really funny. Like I said, some of them are inspirational. Thanks again for all my subscribers. Enjoy.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine.
I'm not even into politics, but you know the Democrats screwed up when even the hood is voting red. Check these videos out.
Kamala, or is it going to be Trump? And why Kamala or why Trump?
Trump.
Why you want for Trump?
They going to make the economy lit again.
Okay, so you're looking for that good stimulus. Something like it, something similar to it?
Nah, I get money. I don't need that government assistance.
What do you think about Kamala?
She a puppet on a string. She's tap dancing.
I'm going for Trump.
Why y'all voting for Trump this year?
Trump is going to do the right thing.
Can I just ask you who you voting for, who you not voting for, why you not, or why you are
Voting for my man Trump.
What about Kamala?
Oh, hell no. She not even a thought.
Donald Trump. That's my president for sure.
Not Kamala?
Kamala, she not doing shit.
But what about Kamala being the first woman of color? Not of black color, but of color.
I feel like
she capping. Talking everything. We're putting it all on the table.
Talking Trump then. I'm a Donald Trump fan. I love his leadership. He's here to fight for us, and he's going to do whatever he can to make it right. Salute to Donald Trump.
Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on television say my dog was taken, and
that's a good baby, yeah.
You
Give me that dog.
This dog?
Yes.
Gonna have to go with no.
Then I will torture you and then the dog.
It's that simple. See, it's that simple. Now we go on with our lives.
You imagine you're a parent and your son leaves the house and you say, Jimmy, I love you so much. Go have a good day in school. And your son comes back with a brutal operation. Can you even imagine this? You imagine you're a parent and your son leaves the house and you say, Jimmy, I love you so much. Go have a good day in school. And your son comes back with a brutal operation. Can you even imagine this?
My name is Matt Lohmeyer. I was an Air Force F-15 pilot, and I was a commander in your newly created U.S. Space Force. I am also the first veteran of the Space Force because under the Biden-Harris regime, I was fired from my command and lost my pension for criticizing DEI trainings that were rampant in the military. Those trainings are still dividing our troops, and thank you for saying you would fire those few woke generals who are a big problem.
They're gone.
I'm going to suggest that it might, in fact, require ongoing oversight and a persistent, consistent, watchful eye within the Pentagon to ensure this monster never returns to the Defense Department. Will you consider establishing a special task force, office, or position to ensure that these monsters never return to the Defense Department?
You know what I'll do? And I'm pretty good at this stuff. Sometimes you get it wrong. I'm going to put you on that task force. I think it's good. Not going to do better than him. I'll put you on. Make sure you give the name. Thank you. Beautiful, right? I have your approval.
Yes, sir.
I have your approval. We're not going to get better than him. You're right about it. You're right. 100%. Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, the North Carolina flood victims are citizens of the United States and not Ukraine, so our politicians see no reason to help them.
DHS says FEMA doesn't have enough money to last hurricane season. What's your reaction to hearing that?
Well, they're doing a very bad job. They've given over $1 billion to illegal migrants that came in, and now they have no money for North Carolina, for Georgia, for South Carolina, and Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida. I think that's a disgrace, frankly. It's the worst run. This is a country that's being run by fools.
I'm proud to announce a new $2.4 billion package of security assistance. We've given them all everything we have. We're on the ground ahead of time, so we're working hard.
Are there any more resources the federal government could be giving them?
No, we have pre-planned a significant amount of it, even though they didn't ask for it yet.
Joe Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. She was born that way.
Incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only a handful of apartment complexes in America were taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and Donald Trump is the problem and not Kamala Harris's open border? Americans are so fed up with what's going on, and they have every right to be. And I really find this exchange, Martha, sort of interesting because you seem to be more focused with nitpicking everything that Donald Trump has said rather than acknowledging that apartment complexes in the United States of America are being taken over by violent gangs. I worry so much more about that problem than anything else here. We've got to get American communities in a safe space again. And unfortunately, when you let people in by the millions, most of whom are unvetted, most of whom you don't know who they really are, you're going to have problems like this. Kamala Harris, 94 executive orders that undid Donald Trump's successful border policies. We knew this stuff would happen. They bragged about opening the border, and now we have the consequences, and we're living with it. We can do so much better, but frankly, we're not going to do better, Martha, unless Donald Trump calls this stuff out. I'm glad that he did.
Thank you very much. Where's gays for Trump? You don't look good.
Everyone. November 5th, election mania. Choice is yours. You can go with President Trump, Kane, and The Undertaker, or you can take Kamala Harris, Dave Bautista, and Tim Walz. Choose wisely. The nation depends on it.
And that should be an easy choice.
And I would vote for Trump if for no other reason than Musk himself has already agreed to head something like a Department of Governmental Efficiency in the U.S. It's like, okay, enough said. You know, and then Kennedy is bringing the public health crisis into the political realm, and both those two things are revolutionary.
I would also say
Ramaswamy seems to be. Go ahead.
Ramaswamy is a very smart guy as well. I completely agree with you on that. Also, I think that Trump has shown with these assassination attempts something very surprising that I suspect a lot of people would not have expected, and that is genuine personal courage. I mean, the first time when he was actually shot, to insist on getting back up and to punch the air defiantly was a remarkable thing to do.
We've got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men that did vote for Trump.
So let me get this straight. If I vote for a party that can't define what a woman is, I'm no longer ridiculous or crazy. If I vote for a party that wants boys in my daughter's sports and restrooms, I'm no longer ridiculous or crazy. If I vote for a party that thinks they can pander to me using kente cloths and hot sauce, I'm no longer crazy. If I vote for a party that has done nothing but destroy my community for the last 60 years and open the borders in order to replace my vote and destroy my community further, I'm no longer crazy. If I vote for the party that wanted to keep me from voting, wanted to keep Jim Crow, wanted to keep slavery, the party of the Klan, I'm no longer crazy. And I'm no longer crazy or ridiculous if I vote for the candidate who's been in the office as vice president for the last 3.5 years and admitted to having a large part in pushing the harmful policies that have hurt my country, who can't answer basic questions and is quite possibly the worst candidate in American history, says she's going to bring change while at the same time admitting there's nothing she'd change about the last 3.5 years, and made us the laughing stock of the world. And you think I'm the crazy one. I think it's crazy you think I should vote for a candidate based on skin color rather than how their policies will affect my life. It's pretty sick.
What in the heck is Vice President Kamala Harris trying to say here?
You know, there's this whole, I talked with somebody once who said, you know, if you just look at where the stars are in the sky, don't look at them as just random things. If you just look at them as points, look at the constellation, what does it show you? So you just outlined it, Roland. What does it show you?
And also, I tell you, if you're a football fan, these guys are good. I guess they're going to the game a little bit later or something. You going to the game? Are you going, or are you going to watch it on television? Former NFL stars, Antonio Brown. Oh, he was our good player. He was our good player. And Le'Veon Bell, really good players. And Mike Wallace. Come on up, fellas. Come on up.
Let's vote for Trump, baby. Make some noise for the president.
I love you, man. I love you. Everything good? Everything's good. How you been? These guys could play. Love you, man. You want to say anything? Go ahead.
Let's go, Trump. You already know. Vote Trump. Let's go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, Steelers.
Go have a good time. Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow at the game.
Good.
Thank you so much. I'll be going to you at the game.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. They look good. I could do this all day. I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job. I think I might come back and do it again. Thank you. Look at that.
Mr.
Look at that. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Nice to see you.
You made it possible for ordinary people like us to meet you.
You're not ordinary.
I mean, thank you so much
You
for
are not
everything you're
ordinary.
doing.
I can see.
We pray for you, and you are the type of person we want to be the president.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So nice. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Yeah, I took a bullet. That's right.
Thank you, Mr. President.
When you think about it, I guess that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.